All right. Welcome to Subscriber Sunday. This is our first Subscriber Sunday of Guilds of Ravnica, so it should be a lot of fun. We've got a couple sweet decks for you guys tonight, and hope you guys enjoy. I got some Izzet, some Golgari, even got a Scapeshift mill deck. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into some gameplay, shall we? What's up, everyone? Hey, it's me. Everybody have a good weekend. Everybody have some good gameplay and everything else at Friday Night Magic. You know, get to hang out with your friends, all the other good stuff. Did I see the Muldrotha deck he posted a few hours ago? Yes, I did see his Muldrotha deck. We're going to be playing that tomorrow, assuming I can grab all the cards for it. Manatraders has been doing really good over the last couple days at getting most of the cards. Peltier, welcome back. Manatraders has been doing really good at getting the cards over the past couple days, so we're probably at the point now where after today we should be able to get just about anything we want to play with, and that's going to be great. So I guess GNR is in full blast for us. Should be great. So you know that's the channel update for you guys if you're wondering. Poopy Fatty says, I'm already running Infinite Tishar Niv Beast Whisperer combo. Okay. Tishar doing wonderful things. Sounds great. Sounds great. I've got to check that out. Have you posted that deck on Reddit yet? Those late night strikes. Yeah. Well, we've got a little bit of a problem getting the Golgari deck. Look, a lot of people are playing Golgari right now. Having some problems grabbing the Woodland Cemeteries. So I mean, you know that a lot of people are playing Golgari when Woodland Cemetery is out. Maybe it's got a lot to do with the Sultai decks. Also, you know, having a little bit of a problem getting Nullhide Ferox. So that should tell you guys something about cards that are getting a lot of usage right now. Here we are on the 7th, and this is, you know, about the time that manatraders is expecting to have all of the cards available. They're having, you know, tons of Niv Mizzets and things like that available. So maybe that's something, you know, you guys might want to look out for. You know, if this many people are playing, you know, Nullhide Ferox and testing it and things like that, it might be something worth picking up while they're still, you know, $3-4 a piece. Anyway, Nullhide Ferox, pretty cool card. But we're going to hold that deck for last, and I'll try again to get it here in just a little while. For those of you that are tuning in to see Dev's Izzet Counterburn deck, we're going to be running that immediately after the Subscriber Sunday. Is there an arena tag? Is there an arena tag? I'll have to check on that. You know, maybe it's just clickbait. We'll just leave it for some clickbait. We'll get some of these new arena people to come watch some Magic Online. Maybe we'll do that. You know, right? I'll fix the tags later. But all right. So we do have the Debs deck that's coming up later. But for right now, we're going to be playing Kdog's Izzet Wizards. Now, this is straightforward. Manatraders is even going to let us play with some pretty lands. We get to play with some Expedition Steam Vents, right? Huh? You never know what you're going to get with Manatraders, right? Yes, there is an arena tag. All right, I'll check it out. You're going to be up late, so you'll watch the late stream as well. Awesome, awesome. Well, if I can get to it, we may not all be up that late. All right, so Siren Storm Tamer here, nice little, you know, wizard. So, right, Manatraders giving us the, oh, not that one, the pretty ones. We got 3 of those, and then one. I don't even know what set that is. I don't even know what set that is. All right, guys. I need to fix some stuff. We don't have chat up. Wow. All right, let me fix some stuff here. We need overlay. Hey. Sorry, I was doing deck tax, and I take all of this off for deck tax, so just forgot to put it back on. Bam, there's chat. There you guys are. What's up, guys? And bam! All right, we're back in action now. Oh no, no chat. I got you guys. I got you. Okay, let's look at Kdog's Izzet Wizards. Is it Wizards? Is it really? Is it really Wizards? Probably, yeah. It's Wizards. Okay, so we've got Siren Storm Tamer, Get to Lava Runner, just great wizards in red and blue. Vishino Pyromancer, this one is a great way to really get in for some damage and such. And then Adeliz, everyone's loving Adeliz. Plus, you're looking at Goblin Electromancer, Exclusion Mage, just some really great wizards. One of Narumea. I was interested to see this card. I mean, what are we going to be copying here? Shock, Lightning Strike, putting a 3/3 down. Probably not that bad. So I will have to make sure that I do everything properly when we cast the spell, if we get a chance to cast this spell in our game. So yeah, you fall for that. That is it. Really meme every single time. It's funny. It's funny, right? But one Narumea, like I will have to make sure that I hold priority and stuff when we cast a spell, so that we can actually copy the spell and stuff like that. But and then the biggest wizard of them all, Niv-Mizzet Perun. For those of you that don't know, whenever any player casts an instant or sorcery, you get to draw a card. So, and then every time you draw a card, you get to do a point of damage. So, I mean, yes, he dies to removal, but he goes out with style. With style. Even got a couple copies of Risk Factor in here. Pretty cool deck. I like what Kdog's got going on. Everything else, is... we even got Aven Windmage. I'm interested in this one. I mean, it's got prowess on it, so I mean that's not bad. Plus, it's a wizard, and you have Adeliz down. You get to do other crazy things. You get to use Blink of an Eye, Radical Idea, Lightning Strike, Shocks, Risk Factors. All the good stuff. In the sideboard, we got more of the same good stuff. We got counter spells like Disdainful Stroke and Essence Scatter and Negates, and then Wizard's Retort for just catch all. And then of course Banefire, because who doesn't want to Banefire someone? I've got to quit with that, right? But who doesn't want to Banefire someone? Fiery Cannonade, because Selesnya tokens looks like it's a real thing. And then, of course, some Lava Coils. So, Lava Coil, very important because it gets the Venerated Loxodon right now. And from what I can see, Venerated Loxodon is going to be a really powerful thing in the meta. A lot of people are liking Venerated Loxodon. Alright, so we're going to get into some tournament practice here. Hopefully we'll run into some pretty cool decks. And let's see how it goes. You've heard so much your TCG Player account actually has a second page from all the decks you've built. Nice, Madness. Like, I've just got to play with all the ideas. Just all of them. Ooh, no! Bad hand. We got to mulligan that. No land. We got to have some land. We need to be able to play some spells. This doesn't look bad. Another Get to Lava Runner's probably not bad either. I mean, we're on the play. Turn 1 Lava Runner, turn 2 Lava Runner, and then just start cleaning up after that. That's probably pretty good. You think Teamer might be interesting depending on what mechanics we get next set. I do too. I'm actually interested in like a Teamer 1000-Year Storm deck right now. It seems like that's going to be kind of cool. Yeah, Teamer 1000-Year Storm seems great. I'm probably just going to burn this this bird. I'll play the 2 life. And then I burn the bird with the lightning strike. I mean the wizard's lightning. And then we get in for 1. Next turn we lightning strike something, get in for 4 more. I think that's the best tempo we can do. I mean, we're burning through a lot of cards here for a little of nothing, but we are adding a little to the board. So, Deep Root Elite is less than $3 right now, so get them while you can. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Ooh, So here we get to just shock. I like it. I like it. I like it. And then punch for 4. Seems pretty good. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's got the little flyers and stuff like that going on, but we just keep burning things and doing damage. I mean, all the shocks in the world, right? No land, but we're shocking. We're shocking. I mean, does he start putting Rustwing Falcons in front of Get 2 Lava Runners? I somehow doubt it. Wish we had another land. That'd be super sweet. Mono Blue Wizards is getting hype. Yeah, Storm Tamer is through the roof right now. I think those. I think somebody said those were like $5 a piece now. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Siren Storm Tamer at $5. Wow. Just wow. Getting in for one. Oh, aren't you frisky? Well, I assume he blocks something here, possibly even kills the other one. We'll see. And then we just play the Aven Wind Mage. Aven Wind Mage, go! Aven Wind Mage, 3 mana 2/2 that whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. So, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if the opponent goes to attack, I think I put Aven Wind Mage in front of the Rustwing Falcon. Or maybe it's just not worth it. I mean, if he attacks with both, we just take it, maybe? How's the music? Is the music good for everyone? Well, there's our lightning strike target. No! Benelish Marshall. Pumping the team. Dork's doing work. Ooh, Exclusion Mage. We could just bounce the Benelish Marshall and swing. Or... I kind of like striking. Yeah. I like striking here. Just strike the Benelish Marshall. How you guys like the new, like, pointers and icons? Like, I am doing damage to this. Like, it's pretty cool. At least they're putting some updates and stuff, so. Digging the music selection and volume. Is it not too, like, so we're not too loud on music here? Okay, good. I don't want it to be too loud, but I want you guys to hear it. Can't hear it at all, Rush. Well, then maybe you don't have me turned up. Sweet. Well, if it's fine for most of you guys, I'm not going to be tweaking it. You hear me, not the music. Okay. Maybe you're just listening to me too quietly. Clean your ears, dude. No, I'm loud. Alright, we're good. Well, I mean, we've got the opponent at 4. We're doing work here. Right? There's a mentor dude with first strike that we're gonna have to kill that. These little lava runners just doing work. You don't hear music, Jim Jake Leader. Wow, I cannot talk. Gym Leader Jake. What? He just scooped it up. We didn't even get a game 2. Come on, dude. Come on. That's not cool. Not cool. Alright, well, let's get into another game. We'll see what happens from here. Jake Leader Jim, right? Nah. We're going to play another game with this. It looks like a turn 1 Siren Stormtamer is going to look really sweet. I mean, we're on the play. We do have a 1-drop. You know, get in maybe a Goblin Electromancer the turn after that, and then we can, like, keep up. Oh, we need to play a land first, don't we? Can't just... magic. Lake Jim John. What? Zaxadillo, we're playing your craziness next. I wanted to only pull from the last week, but your deck had like 6 upvotes from the week before or something like that. So I kind of just like had to play it. Okay, so we can get to Lava Runner next turn. And yeah, we can get to Lava Runner and no, we can't. We need to pull. Yeah, we can get to Lava Runner and hold up Siren Stormtamer mana. That's what we can do. If this doesn't die. I mean, I kind of think if he had Shock, we might see it already. But if he has it, we're going to see it right here. There it is. Fine. Fine. I mean, we can still get to... We can still get to... Now we can do both. Kind of like Aven Windmage here. I don't think I'm trying to protect Get to Lava Runner. So, I mean, like, if Siren Stormtamer bites a bullet on something, then that's going to be fine. I think I just Aven Windmage. That puts out a little bit more tempo. And if he's got a removal spell, he has to use it here. The deck is very slow, don't expect much. Well, a lot of people voted for it, so a lot of people wanted to see it, and I mean, I've been wanting to play with Guild Summit anyway, and it's a Guild Gate deck, that sort of thing. So, I mean, it looks like it's going to be fun, so. Stream's version of Benadryl consumption. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, Benadryl consumption seems like Benadryl contemptuous. What? You know what? I don't even know what you're saying. Man, I would love another land so that we could like play this Adelies and keep some stuff up. I think I just want to Virashino Pyromancer here. The opponent's still not really doing anything, which is nice. So we'll see what happens. Radical Idea. Okay, so he's drawing cards. Shocks and Radical Ideas. Benedict Cumberbatch, his name is constantly memed in different ways. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Gotcha. Talking about Doctor Strange. I actually like that actor. I think he's pretty cool. He's got a certain arrogance to him that I like. You want to give him the opportunity to counter Adelies? Let's do it. Counter this. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. Come on, show me that Ionize. Show me that Ionize. You know you got it. No Ionize. What is going on? I mean, this is a ton of damage. Still a ton of damage. This is still, you know, 5 damage coming at you. Not enough spells here, though. Like, we can't, like, do crazy things with our Lava Runner. He threw a mountain away to Radical Idea again. Okay. Radical Idea, you know, jumpstart, draw a card. Great card. You're probably going to leave soon, but wanted to stop in and say hi. Well, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. Ooh, he got his opening. Okay, well... this could be good. Like, I may just, like, play Narumea as a flash 3/3 here. By the way, you have to say Goblins is ridiculous good as far as mono red goes. You got a list that you're working on replacing. Crackling Drake. Okay, Crackling Drake. He got to draw his card. I'm gonna just drop this Narumea. And then next turn I'm looking at swinging with the team. He takes 3 damage here somewhere. Has to burn that right now, right? Okay. So he takes 1. He's tapped out, so I mean, like, we can just do this every how we want. Okay, so he blocks one of them. I think if we wait 1 turn, we just have him. However, we may not. Yeah, I think I just wait 1 more turn, and then we go from there. So close. So close to 4K. Yes, we're coming up on 4K subscribers so fast. So if you're watching, you're enjoying the content, and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Come on. Ooh, alright. 6 power in the air. Is he going to do things? I bet he doesn't even turn it sideways. He might. Uh-oh. Should have swung last time. He doesn't swing. Adelise is pretty good. He can block Adelise and, you know, something else if he wants to. Like, that's perfectly okay. I don't think he has the ability to storm off and do something else. I mean, this still leaves him at 1, and then he has to come up with another blocker, or he's still, you know, dead to the board. So, I mean, he doesn't have us dead, and I don't think he can cantrip through enough cards to kill us here. I mean, if he can cast 3 instant and sorceries right here, then he might be able to. Okay. Alright, well, just going to go for it. When you have the counter, I assume he's got counter. He has to have counter. Sinister Sabotage. Okay. Well, that's not the greatest thing in the world. We may lose. No. There's a Radical Idea. If he can cast 1 more instant or sorcery, we gotta, like, pray that he's got land. Nothing. Another Crackling Drake. No, not like this. Adelise off the top. Bounce off the top wouldn't be bad either. Come on. What do we get? Lava Runner with one spell. One spell in the graveyard, ladies and gentlemen. No, not like this. So brutal. Boo-hoo-hoo. No. Alright, well, we'll jump into the next game. Deck and Stone. Just one time. Oh, man, I remember that. Oh, man, that was a good card. That was a really good card. Disdainful Stroke's probably going to be pretty good here. Just set back on the Disdainful Stroke. Just let him fight over all the little stuff. Lava Coil is probably going to be good. I think I'll take Shock out for Lava Coil. And maybe take out Exclusion Mage. Maybe like bring in a Banefire for a little bit of finishing action. Plus, we can always cast Bane. You know what? I'll take the other Shock out for another Banefire. Worst case scenario, like we have everything online and we cast Banefire for 0. So, that Steam Vents actually can't be targeted by spells or ability your opponents control. Okay. Yes. Manatraders gave us some beautiful cards. What? No land again? We can't keep doing this deck. Like, Adelise? Man, we've got no spells. Might as well be aggressive. I'll keep it. I want to get this Get-To Lava Runner out on one, so I'm going to take some damage. We're going to take a little damage. If he can get a couple, punches in before everything else happens, it may be worth it. Get-To our Electromancer is going to be great at, consuming a lightning strike or something. He's just not going to let us have Electromancer. So, that's the thing. We'll go blue, red, Electromancer, punch him for 1 and pass the turn. Punchy, punchy. Is nobody paying attention? The dude that copies a spell if he's targeted? Told you he'd eat a lightning strike. What do you mean a dude who copies a spell if he's targeted? What are we talking about? The Lamp Squad? Lamp, your peoples. They still love you. You're not even looking. You're not even looking, dude. You're not even looking. I think I want to go this route. Haven Wind Mage. And then just punch again for 1. I mean, this is pretty slow. Adelise can come in with haste later. I would love to hit like Shock or something like that off the top. That would be great. There we go. He hit a Shock. He's got a Shock. Oh, look. A radical idea. I'm just going to play Adelise here. And then try to hit for 3. I mean, maybe he's going through some of his burn. I'm hoping that he had like Sinister Strike or Sinister, whatever the counter is. I'm hoping that he just had those. Oh, that's right. We took the Shocks out. Oh, man. That happened, didn't it? It did. It did happen. Well, we could go radical idea here. Maybe we draw land. Get to Lava Runner. Don't think this is where we really want to be. That Crackling Drake has just like shut us down. That's the problem I've had when I was trying to play with Izzet. Was it's very easy to get the deck. Like the deck just gets outclassed super easy. and that sucks. A lot of flying in the meta right now. A lot of people are trying to get in the air. And, you know, these Crackling Drakes, they're just going to kind of hold us back. So, I guess we just Pyromancer. Keep getting in a little bit of incremental damage. I mean, he's getting in some damage too. So, we'll see what happens. I don't think he can turn both Drakes sideways just because of... No! No! There went out of these. Where's our Lava Coil? That's what I brought in, was Lava Coil. Beam Splitter Mage. Is that the one that copies? Izzet 8 Drake is going to be sick? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think Izzet anything's going to be sick. Yeah, that's where I'm at. After like seeing the meta and seeing how things lay out, I just don't think there's going to be just this sick Izzet deck. Mainly because I don't believe that Izzet has all the tools to be just super sick. So, I mean, we're so dead. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not enough. Like, even if we swing and risk factor, it's just not enough. I mean, he's just counting up, and he's like, fine, I'll go to 3. Bam. He just goes to 3, and that's game. And that's game. And we're dead. Drake's in the sky. GG, opponent. GG. Yeah, I'm just afraid that just Izzet itself is not going to be good enough. I think it's going to have to be something else, something along the lines. Andrew, welcome, dude. Welcome back, man. How you been? Running 4 electrostatic field in your counterburn. Counterburn main walls. Cheaper than Gutter Snipe. Doesn't die easily to... Okay, I mean, I can see that. I can see that. Any suggestions for your deck? How are you planning on beating... I guess your plan is just to go really fast and just beat everyone like super fast. So like you don't have a plan for Carnage Tyrant. Izzet has like the worst plan in the world. Like when you talk to people about like how are you going to beat Carnage Tyrant, the answer is normally, well, I'm going to kill them before Carnage Tyrant hits the battlefield. Well, that's not going to work for you about 50% of the time. So I don't really know if like Izzet is going to have the tools. Also, what is your plan for Ritual of Soot? If you wait long enough to, like, if you wait to counter Ritual of Soot, you're not going to be applying enough pressure to the board so that you can, like, actually do things, right? Which is kind of bad. That's like horrible that you can't really apply more pressure to the board. The whole idea of running cards like Adeliz and even Wind Mage is that you're completely giving up the opportunity to play things at instant speed. Like you're saying, hey, I want to be casting my burn on my turn and get that extra value from burn on your turn. And that's actually taking you away from the ability to counter anything. So, like, if you want to play your deck out the way that it's built, then you're not going to be able to play your deck out in a way that is going to stop. Yet sleep is what I'm using in mono blue. You're not going to be able to play your deck out in a way to like stop big gameplay. So I don't really know if like the Adeliz plan or anything like that is going to work. So I just don't know. Mono blue itself is you got to have like some really good hands to beat certain decks and stuff like that. There's just a lot of decks that, you know, if you ever tap out, they play one thing and you'll never out tempo it. So I just don't know if you can play these fast, aggressive games, and I don't know if this version with Adeliz and, you know, Aven Windmage and, you know, and that strategy of, you know, playing out your spells on your turn, I don't know if that's ever going to offer you enough tempo to beat what's currently in the meta. Because people are doing like, you know, turn 3 venerated Loxodons and buffing their dudes up and stuff like that. So yeah, Time Stream Navigator. Taking extra turns, which Time Stream Navigator? I don't know. Was bad and dies to tokens, and you mentioned Sleep and haven't heard from him since. Sleep is a terrific card. I've actually upped to a couple more copies in my mono blue in the sideboard. I'm running 3 copies of Sleep in the sideboard, and I'm running 2 copies of Murmuring Mystic as the additional threat in the sideboard. And there's a couple reasons for Murmuring Mystic, which I actually think Murmuring Mystic may be a better plan than running something like, you know, Narumea or, you know, Aven Windmage or something like that. I think that Murmuring Mystic fits in a really good spot because, first off, it's above 3 converted mana cost. Now you'll notice that like this entire deck is almost below 3 converted mana cost, and if your hand was, you know, a creature heavy hand and they hit a turn 4, you know, Ritual of Soot, or even a turn 5 Ritual of Soot, it's going to just completely wipe your board, and that's going to be a ton. So William Patton, are you the guy that I was playing Angels and you were playing or I was playing Boros Mentor and you were playing the oh goodness, William, are you... Where's his name? Where's the guy? It was like C something. I can't remember it. Seabiscuit. Are you Seabiscuit? Yeah, there we go. Well, we had some fun. William here was playing around with the Boros deck, and I was playing with the Boros deck. He was playing around with the Izzet deck, Izzet Drakes. The deck was a lot of fun. He was doing a lot of things. He was, you know, he had wee knots. At one point, he hit me for like 10 in one turn, and unfortunately, like we still just couldn't. Like the deck just didn't have enough pressure to fight back against the Boros deck. So I'm not for sure that Wizards is going to be in a good spot this season. I'm not for sure that any tempo deck is going to be in a good spot. Maybe it was here at the beginning of the meta. But right now, from what I'm seeing, there's just going to be too many really, really big threats that if they ever slip something down on you, you'll never recover from it. And the tempo is going to be absolutely devastating. I mean, when people can go turn 4, here's a 6/6, things like that, that's going to be absolutely devastating. You know, when you're playing Aurelia and you're playing other, you know, Angels and things in Boros, you're playing a lot of early aggressive creatures and things like that in Boros. Also, most of the Knights beat most of the Wizards in combat. So yeah, Shalha Lyra was hard to beat, but wasn't impossible. You're right. You ran the... Oh yes, he was running the blue-red Phoenix deck, the Izzet Arclight Phoenix's deck, and it seems like we just the Boros deck had enough removal to kind of stop that, and I feel that deck's doing a lot of the same things that Adeliz decks are doing, only Adeliz decks are just, they're trying to do it on their turn, so I don't know. So Mono Blue Tempo feels like the bad uncle. That's just wrong, man. You're just wrong. The counter spell that shuffles things is really great. Nobody's playing it. No win con. You talking about the 4-mana counterspell? I don't like it. I don't like it. Either way, guys, we're gonna move on to our Scapeshift deck. I'm sorry that I don't have more like great things to say about Izzet, but it looks like the meta is going to start shaping up into the point where Izzet's just not going to be a top contender. Now, when I say that it's not going to be a top contender, I do believe there's going to be like a tier 2, tier 1.5 Izzet deck. Personally, I'm thinking that that deck is going to be the Sarkhan Niv Mizzet deck, where you can turn for Niv Mizzet and things like that. I think that that's going to be where we're wanting to be in Izzet, just because it can play some really big dudes out, Crackling Drakes and things like that, along with, you know, Sarkhan into Niv Mizzet. Absolutely terrific. Sarkhan's plus ability, pitching jumpstart cards into the graveyard, things of that nature. I think that that's going to be one of our best Izzet decks in the format right now. Arclight Phoenix deck's not going to be bad, but that deck does seem to have some just straight up bad matchups in the meta right now. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have an Izzet deck, but I'm sure that people are going to like splash black or splash green and find a way to make it work. So we may not have Izzet, but we may have like some other Izzet-ish decks, you know. We'll see what happens as the meta continues to unfold. All right, so this next deck is a Tatyova Scapeshift Guild Summit deck. The deck looks like it's going to have the ability to just kind of like play all the things, do all the things in the world. We've got Gateway Plazas, which is a gate, which, you know, that's going to trigger Guild Summit. So let me read Guild Summit for some of you guys that have not seen this card yet. I think the card is absolutely terrific, and I'm highly interested in playing it. I am worried that if you hit too many of them, you might like draw your whole deck out, because like things can happen here where this is just going to get out of hand. But we also need some other things like to block and stuff like that. So either way, the deck should be fun. How competitive is this going to be? We've got the deck builder here in chat going, you're about to get stomped. All right, so you guys might be about to watch me just like go on tilt, because none of my cards are doing anything and they're just beating me in the face. So yeah. But anyway, when Guild Summit enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. When a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So Guild Summit, as a 4/of for our card draw. When we are drawing a ton of cards, we're going to be triggering our Psychic Corrosion, that whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. And then, of course, you know, we have Elvish Rejuvenator to give us some more gates and things like that off the top of our library. We have, you know, Wayward Swordtooth, which allows us to play multiple lands per turn. And you'll notice that this is a 27 land deck. We've got Dryad Greenseeker to look at the top card of our library, and if it's a land, we can you know, reveal it and put it into our hand, which then we can, like Wayward Swordtooth, drop another one down. Circuitous Route, which is going to allow us to go search for a couple gates. In case you guys didn't realize, if you do have a Guild Summit down and you cast a Circuitous Route, you will be able to go find 2 gate cards. They'll enter the battlefield tap. You'll draw 2 cards. So, I mean, that's almost tacking draw 2 cards to the end of this spell. Absolutely terrific. You've also got something like a Tatyova that whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you're going to gain a life, draw a card. So if we happen to have a Guild Summit or a Tatyova or both, this is going to say draw 4 cards. So we're looking at, you know, a lot of card draw here. I just don't know if we got a lot of ways to disrupt our opponent and actually kill our opponents. So we will have to worry about that. If anyone comes out kind of fast, we don't really have any way at all to answer that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. In the sideboard, well, I guess I should mention the Mending of Dominaria. Put the top 2 cards of your library in your graveyard. Then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And that's the first 2 lore counters on the saga. The 3rd lore counter, you get to return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then you get to shuffle your library. Now that works really well with Scapeshift, where you're going to sack all your lands. You're just going to play a bunch of lands. So I mean, that would work good with Guild Summit. You know, drawing a bunch of cards, that sort of thing. We do need to like get our Psychic Corrosions down and then draw cards to be able to mill our opponents out. It's going to be a little convoluted and going to be hard to kind of, you know, reach those points, but it should be a lot of fun too. Karito. Where can you send decks for this? If you look in the description box below, you guys are going to be able to find a link to our Reddit. Yeah, there you go. Nightbot will tell you what's going on. The Reddit is just, what subreddit? SideboardMTG. There's a link in the description box to get over there. So if you guys want to check it out, you can. But it's just, you know, SideboardMTG subreddit. So let's get 41 likes for this channel, right? Let's get 5 views, 10 views. Let's do it. All right. 4 Niv Mizzets in the deck. What the heck? Yeah. Why not, right? We've got pause for reflection so that we can like just say no to combat damage. Just say no to combat damage, ladies and gentlemen. Just say no. Find another way to kill your opponents. So brashing Throntodon, right? Somebody's gonna trip over it. But anyway, brashing Throntodon here, old Brash. He's our buddy. I like brashing Throntodon. We'll be using him to, you know, pop enchantments, things like that. Vivian Reed, not a bad card to, you know, help us look for more Wayward Swordtooths and things. Maybe destroy a Lyra or something, and then some negates to stop our opponent. So I think the deck needs some kind of removal. Don't know what it would run, but all in all, we've got like all of the lands. We can make all the colors. We can do all the things. So let's go see if we can do any of it, right? Kdog. Let's call the whole thing off. I don't know. It just reminds me of Kdog from Sword Art Online. I know somebody watched Sword Art Online. Whose deck is this? Lose by self-milling. That might happen, Dragon Lord. That could very well happen. We could end up just like losing the game because we just self-milled. But we've got some stuff going on here, so we can like turn 4 a 3-drop, right? I'm gonna keep. The hand doesn't look horrible. I mean, we've got all the things that we could hope to do. So yeah, well, let's go for it. I kind of want to just like slam this Guild Summit so I can just keep drawing cards after that, but we'll see. I'll play the Izzet Guildgate, and then we'll just kind of pass and go from there. I don't know which one I should get out first, but I figure if I get the Izzet Guildgate and the Golgari Guildgate out, then we should be alright. I mean, this is majority of our colors, and then we'll have our 5th color with the Boros Guildgate. So hopefully we draw like, you know, untapped land. Which, that's never going to happen. Untapped land. That's funny. Sword Art Online was a great... Oh! What? It happened. Well, I'm going to play the Wayward Swordtooth so that I can ramp. And then next turn we're looking at Guild Summit. So we'll Guild Summit, tap 1 gate, play a gate, maybe play 2 gates. Sure. Well, I can't block, so... Right, so we can go... Let's go... Blue... Guild Summit. Do we want to tap a gate? We're going to tap that gate. So, yep. We tapped a gate, we drew a card. We're going to play another gate, which is going to let us draw another card. And that's a Tatyova. I'm going to go ahead and play another land. And then... Yeah. Now we need to hit, like, Guild Gates. Now as long as we hit Guild Gates, we're good. We're good. Plague Crafter. Come on, dude. Come on. We just now got started doing something. Like, that's just mean. Whatever. We still got another draw. Like, we still got all the draws. So, we'll play Tatyova. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll play a Tatyova, and we'll get multiple draws off this gate. There's a Scapeshift. Okay, so I think next turn we need to get as many Psychic Corrosions down as possible. Probably going to have to give up. Oh man, this is going to be brutal. There's a Golgari Fine Broker, which is going to get him back a Plague Crafter, which will then kill our Tatyova next turn, which means we die. Yes, that's what that means. Okay. Maybe we don't die? I mean, we're going to gain life here, right? So if we just play gate, right? We're going to gain a life, draw cards. So gain a life, draw a card. Draw a card, gain a life. Now if we Elvish Rejuvenator, we get to keep Tatyova around? Kind of, maybe? No, not really. Long enough to block. We can go get another gate, which means, you know, we draw more cards, which we can mill our opponent for. So I'll just get the Selesnya gate. There's another Guild Summit. There's another Tatyova. Okay. Alright, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... There is enough. There's enough. Alright, so he Plague Crafters. We kill Elvish Rejuvenator. Tatyova blocks. He's got 39 cards. So we need to be able to Scapeshift and play another Psychic Corrosion. Oh, wow. Alright. So we actually get to block a lot of damage here. Okay. So we'll block here, block here. This way, I mean, anything left is just getting eaten by the crafter anyway. So I think we just like try to get another Tatyova down. All right. So how's our mana base look this turn? I mean, Reliquary Tower can come in like non-tapped. So if we go 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left untapped. We need 4 of that for, and we can go 7. So we need 4 of it for a Scapeshift. We could just gain a ton of life from just playing 1, 2, 3, 4. We could play Tatyova and then just Scapeshift the whole thing, and then just take what we can get off of the Psychic Corrosion there. Maybe. He's got us stopped in our upkeep. I don't know what's going on. So, gets a tower. Well, I wanted to get a gate because we would trigger more draws. We've got a tower if we need a tower. I mean, we're not to the point now. Like, we're not to the point yet. So, I mean, I can play Reliquary Tower and then we just like keep it because we're going to draw like 1 billion cards. We'll see. Hello, opponent. Okay, so it looks like I might have disconnected from Magic Online somehow because like I can't even type to my opponent. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so he's got 30 cards left in deck. One, two, three, four. Okay, so if we go Tatyova, which I think is a must. I messed up. I messed up. I can't cast Scapeshift now. No. That was bad. That was bad. Can we live through this? I mean, okay, so if I block here, next turn we can Psychic Corrosion. Don't have removal. As long as he doesn't have removal here. He does have removal. We know he's got removal. I butchered that. I butchered that. Yeah, I straight butchered that. That's my bad. I could have won if I went Tower Corrosion. Yes, yes. I could have won if I Tower Corrosion, Summit, then Scapeshift. Tower Corrosion, Summit. And we just draw our whole deck. You're probably right, Madness. It was probably enough math there to do it. Yeah, I tapped wrong. We could have also, like, we didn't need the Summit. Tatyova would have worked as well if I would have just... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want the early blockers. We want all the blockers we can get. I don't think we need Mending of Dominaria in this particular... I want to run 2 copies of Niv-Mizzet. I mean, I don't think we bring in negates against this deck. I think we just run it like this. Yeah. Just in time for a punt. Well, there you go, Marcus. There you go. I just accidentally clicked the wrong land, and it was way too much to it was way too much to do. Yeah, it set us back way too far. Right, pause for reflection to just stop damage. That might work. I mean, we've got Elvish Rejuvenator. Elvish Rejuvenator. See if we can get into Niv-Mizzet, I guess. It's probably going to be really hard to cast Niv-Mizzet. It's probably a bad hand to keep, but we'll see. We could always just like Scapeshift and go get all the proper lands to cast Niv. Okay. The second Summit alone would have milled 28 of it. How would that have milled 28 of his cards? Like, we would have had to tap gates to make that happen, and you're not tapping them for mana, you're just tapping them. I don't know how just the second Summit would have worked. Would have milled 28. Because it doesn't draw anything on its own. Like, you have to play a gate, and you'll draw 2. That'll mill 4. Okay, Summit plus Scapeshift. Okay, alright. I mean, we're definitely being super slow, but Elvish Rejuvenator the next 3 turns should be okay. Right, it draws a card when a gate hits the field, and draws cards when... No, it does not draw cards when it enters the battlefield. So when it enters the battlefield, you can tap any number of gates you control that aren't already tapped, and draw cards for each gate, but it does not just draw for the number of gates, so you have to tap those. So I'm not... I don't think we're on the same page there, Madness. Okay, so Guild Summit says, when Guild Summit enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control, draw a card for each gate tapped this way. Now remember, if you tap those, you're not going to get mana from them. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you'll draw a card. So I am going to go ahead and take the time to try to get this Guild Summit down, and hopefully he doesn't like Assassin's Trophy it or something like that. And then next turn we can just be like Elvish Rejuvenator, Elvish Rejuvenator, and just keep drawing. So, what is this deck? This is some craziness by Zaxadillo. So, yeah, there was probably a line that wins it, but the skate, yes, there was a line that won it, but not the one that you're saying. So, I know the line that was supposed to win it, and all I had to do was not tap all my green mana, and I messed up. That was where I messed up. Not the other line of play. Just tapping all my green mana is what messed up. So, because we were going to gain a life and draw a card for each card that entered the battlefield. Since we don't have gates in hand, let's just go ahead, Elvish Rejuvenator. What? We whiffed? It's bull. That is bull. Can't believe we just whiffed like that. I'm agreeing with you, Madness. It was a punt. Okay, Summit. Yeah, I'm done with that game. It happened. I punted. We had the win. That's why you have trust issues with Rejuvenator. I understand that. Okay, so this is horrible. I guess I just Rejuvenator again. Hopefully we'll hit a gate. We hit a gate, maybe we'll draw a card and we can play that gate for the turn. Hey, look, we hit a gate. Gate enters the battlefield, we draw a card, we get a Crucible of the Worlds. I can't play this gate because of Badu. I mean, I can play this gate and just draw a card. And then we can play it from the graveyard once we get a Crucible of Worlds down. Let's do that. I mean, that's not horrible. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Did I try district fairs in this? Like, district guide? This guy? He's pretty good to sack to this chick. I think district guide's worth it. Like, I originally didn't like district guide, but I'm definitely coming around to it. We'll just keep stopping damage here for now. Did he just not use Veruska? Okay, dude. Oh, he down-ticked her. Down-ticked Veruska. Well. So there's another blue. There's a red. We could Wayward Swordtooth, drop both. We could Crucible of Worlds, play the one from the graveyard. Let's play Crucible. And we'll play the one from the grave. Pay it, and then pass. Next turn we can Wayward Swordtooth, play two things, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll be one off. Yes, this is a very strange deck. Very, very strange deck. We don't have any of our like win cons out right now, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so he plussed her. Does he sacrifice his district guide? He sacked the land. Just sack the land. Okay. Alright, so we'll go Swordtooth. And then play... Play some more gates. Next turn, Swordtooth's online, but we'll be at 1 life. 1 life, ladies and gentlemen. Which is a little bit late. Fine Broker gets back J-Light Ranger or a land. He gets the land back. Just grabs his land. That's fine. Need something huge right here. That's not going to do it. City's Blessing. City's Blessing. We could Scapeshift. We could Elvish Rejuvenator. We're not going to cast Niv Mizzet. Like, there's no way we're casting Niv Mizzet here. Like, I don't think you can cast a Niv Mizzet in this deck before you Scapeshift. Like, if you don't Scapeshift, you're not casting Niv Mizzet. So... we get a Reliquary Tower. We can Scapeshift. Let's Scapeshift, just for funsies, right? And we're gonna get rid of a whole bunch of things. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get rid of... yeah, let's just get rid of these 4. We're so dead anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we need red, blue. Yeah, we'll go blue. Now we got no green, right? We'll go Golgari. So, I mean, at least we could cast Niv Mizzet next turn if we need to. But it's not going to help because we're just dead. Just dead on board. Alright, well, that's the game. That's the game. Rules question, just a weird card interaction. You've gotten 12 open mana, 3 vanilla bears in play. You cast Sylvan Awakening, turning all your lands into creatures. Then you cast Lina Selfless Champion. I don't even know what the champion does. I mean, those lands are creatures. So if she says you get a token for each creature you control, then yes, you would get another token. Okay, so let me check Mana Traders one more time. We're going to see if we get the next deck. Zax, man, I know I butchered it. We would have milled them out, one game, but I don't. I don't think we had game 2 there, no matter what. So yeah, we would have seen another game, but it's an interesting deck, Zax. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's interesting. I like the fact that you put a Guild Summit deck together. So let me check out Mana Traders really quick. We're going to see if we can grab those last couple cards and see what happens. Maybe we'll get them. Maybe we'll get them. And if we do, we can jump into this Golgari mid-range deck. If we don't, then we'll go ahead and call the stream here. I'll take it down and we'll get into Deb's deck. So, Seabiscuit, no man, I'm in the middle of a stream. I appreciate it. But we're right in the middle of a stream. Okay, so I can get the Woodland Cemeteries, but I cannot get the Nullhide Ferox. So that's that's not going to be possible for us. So I'm not going to be able to run the Golgari deck right now. So I will run that Golgari deck for you guys. It's just, you know, a quick, like, I'll record it and just post it and put that back out there. So Dark Demonic, I believe, was, yeah, Dark Demonic. It's his deck. I do want to play your deck. You did get the votes to get your deck played, but I just can't get the cards right now, so I will just record that and post it for you guys later. If you guys do want to check out Dark Demonic's deck, the link is in the description box below. Looks like it's going to be a pretty sweet deck. I haven't really seen anyone playing Underrealm Lich. Underrealm Lich, which seems like it's going to be a great great card. We've got, you know, Vine Mares, Nullhide Ferox, and, you know, Carnage Tyrants. Midnight Reaper seems like a great card. Kitesail Freebooter, Land of War Elf to get into things. It's going to be a pretty sweet deck. I just was unable to get the cards right now, so that's gonna do it for our Subscriber Sunday. For now, I will go ahead and put the I will let you guys know that I will play this Golgari midrange for you guys, so you'll have that video coming out at some point. And then we've got Deb's Izzet Counterburn coming up. We're going to be playing three games with that, which should be fun. I mean, it's another Izzet deck. So, you know, Kdog, you were wondering, you know, about some feedback on, you know, Izzet decks. We're gonna have Deb's version of Izzet, so maybe you can, you know, take some feedback out of that and, you know, take it for what it is. We should have some fun with it, but yeah, that's what we've got for now, guys. I am going to take the stream down. We will be back in 15 minutes to do Deb's deck, and should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you next time.